Hi, chat. How's chat? Hope chat's doing good on this fine Wednesday evening. Yeah, apparently it's just gonna be a Layton week. I think I can literally finish this game if I do Layton week. So I think that's what I'm gonna try and do, since it is a shorter week for me. For anyone who is not already aware, I will not be streaming Friday or Saturday, and I don't normally stream on Sundays, so that is why it's a short week for me. Anyways, I'm not gonna dilly-dally for too long here, because I'm excited to get into more Professor Layton. Our story so far. Standing at the gate into Chinatown, the professor spots two family henchmen. The setting sparks new questions that can only be answered by Inspector Chelmy. Aided by future Luke, Layton and Luke look for a way to return to the present and meet with Chelmy. Alright, time to head back to the clock shop, I guess. I don't think there's going to be anything new on like the walks other than talking to people. Say, when was that lighthouse on the Thames built? About 5 or so years ago. Did anyone complain about the lighthouse's peculiar location? Building a structure like that in the middle of the Thames seems like it'd do more harm than good. You make a good point, Professor. But enough chat about the city. We need to make for the clock shop. Bitch, I was just asking questions, asshole. Oh, thank goodness you stopped. The most debonair gentleman in London requires your assistance. Okay, what's the matter? It's that blasted bird over there. The dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cufflinks right off my sleeves. What bird? Yoink. Oh, that must be the bird this fellow was talking about. Oh, wow, a parrot. Don't just stand there gaping. Grab the awful thing before he gets away. You may not have noticed, sir, but we're in a bit of a hurry here. Listen to yourself, Luke. Don't you remember what the professor always says? Helping people in need is the duty of every gentleman. I suppose you've got me there. Very well then, let's think. This bird clearly likes shiny objects. Tell me, sir, do you have anything shiny we could borrow for a moment? Of course! What sort of gentleman would I be without the proper accoutrement? Here, I carry around this garnet for when I need to accessorize with a little flash. This dude just has a fucking precious gem on him. Oh dear. What's wrong? Curses, my garnet has fallen to the bottom of my bag and I can't reach it. You're not making it very easy to help you, sir. Hydrate? Yeah, I got you, homie. I got a water right here. And I have my tea. Although my tea was freshly made, so it's probably a little too hot to drink right now. And I don't want to burn myself like last night. Red garnet has fallen to the bottom of a downright cluttered bag. Can you slide around the other items in the bag to move the gem to the top? It's been a hot minute since I've had to do like a puzzle like this. In any sort of context, not even just Professor Layton. I'm probably not going to do this optimally. The issue with that is that's nothing that I can do. I can do that. Does that actually help me in any sort of way, though? Not really. I'm still stuck, though. But that doesn't particularly help. Wait. No, there's not. I was gonna say, is there a way that I can get it in here? There is, technically. Does this help me in literally any way? Am I just like moving shit to move shit? I think I'm just moving shit to move shit. Fuck it, yeah, let's toss that over there. That doesn't help me, actually. Now that I'm realizing, that does not do anything in particular for me. I'm not very good at this, chat. Realistically, I want to get this in here, but I don't know if I can do that. Move that up there. Move you around. You can throw that down there and move you here. Which gives me an opportunity to move some stuff around like this. But otherwise, that doesn't really help. Now, does it? No, it does not, actually. Wait, hold on. I brained. Chat, I got it.
Allow me to
God, what is the optimal going to be? I did it in 30. What is the optimal going to be? How bad did I do?
Puzzling? I think not.
Oh, it doesn't tell you in this one. Interesting. Normally it'll tell you what the optimal is. Aha, there we are. With any luck, this flashy bauble will attract the feathery fellow. When he gets close, see if you can make friends. Leave it to me. Alright then, here goes. I'm not making parrot noises. Here he comes. I'm still not making parrot noises. Don't worry, little guy. We won't hurt you. You don't say. Say, that bird seems pretty keen on you. Are you friends now? Of course. Now that you're friends, why don't you give him a name? That's a great idea, Professor. But what should I name him? I get to name my parrot? Chat, what am I naming my parrot? What do I name my parrot, chat? What are we thinking? Fish, my liege? No, I'm not naming it fucking Fish. You want a fish here.
Infatuation. You're a fucking fish.
I don't even know if that played. I don't know if my audio is set up still. I'm assuming it played, considering Crimson's reaction. What do we name the bird? I low-key want to do Paul. I'm gonna name my bird Paul. No one's got anything better. I think I'm just gonna go with Paul. This has nothing to do with the fact that parrots are normally named like Polly. Layton? No, that's my name. Well, wait, you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm going with Paul. I don't want to do a parrot voice.
Hello.
That's good enough.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Paul.
Hello, back at you. I'm Luke. Nice to meet you too, Paul. Well done, Luke. That was amazing. Of course. What else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton? Well, I have a parrot now. Why do I have a parrot? Thank heavens you caught that feathery menace. What fine young men you two are. Keep at it, and one day you may well each become a true gentleman like myself. We're glad we could help. Here you go. I believe these cufflinks and garnet are yours. Oh, yes. There we are. With these on, I feel I'm even more devastatingly handsome than before. I believe you two young men deserve something for your trouble. Oh, there's no need, sir. Yes, he's right. Helping people is reward enough for any gentleman. Cool. Bird. I'm not reading all this. Oh, what the fuck? Can't intersect. All right. I have to make my parrot bring me a fucking apple. And I have 5 ropes. So he'll go like that, and then he'll be like, "Meow." Do I want him to go up high? Fuck it, let's see how this goes. Easy. Well, that's that. That was easy. I was expecting a little more. Anyways, ignoring this guy. I hate that guy. You got anything for me, homie? Sure wish I could find my way back home. It'd be nice to see the family again. Anything going on in here? Wait. Hidden puzzle! I'm gaming. Well, look at that. I do believe we found a hidden puzzle. Three strange symbols. If A is 63 and B is 69, what number is C? A is 63. Like, I can see like a 3, right? Oh, sorry, this is 89. 89. How is this 63? That's the one part I don't get. I'm assuming this is a 4. How is this a 63? Oh, I see. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see. 6, 3, 8. Ignore that I can't make a 9, apparently. I'm an idiot. 9. So this would be 52. Yeah, it'd be 52. Submit.
That should do the trick.
Yippee.
Just as I suspected.
Turn the symbols 90 degrees to the right and draw a straight line through the middle. The numbers... Well, I didn't need to draw the straight line through the middle. But yeah. I suppose that takes care of that. Yes, sir. Did Layton and Luke solve the Kira case? Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I definitely think they could. Or at least Layton could. I'm not sure if Luke could, but...
Yeah, so fierce, my god, that no one dares cross my path when I'm on the lookout. Unfortunately, it also leaves me with nothing to do. Guess it's time to think up another puzzle.
I'm assuming Luke and Layton would be working together, then yes, they definitely can.
One day I'm gonna become a professor of puzzleology, and then you will fear me.
Fucker. Should kick that guy's ass. For being a nerd. Let's take the path on the left up here. The left? Will that take us back to Midland Road as well? It will, in half the time. Okay. No new dialogue from Lady. I see you staring at me. What do you need, boy? Oh, nothing, sir. I just saw you there and thought I'd say hello. Yeah. You got some guts approaching me. It makes me laugh. Yeah. Been a while since I've had a chuckle like that. Let me thank you with a puzzle. Coat confusion. Four children below were playing in the park when they suddenly realized they need to go home. In their haste, however, they mixed up their coats. A, I forgot my coat. Hey, A's name is written in this coat, so B has A's coat. He has no coat. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. And this definitely isn't my coat. Hold on. Future Luke and everyone in town, including the buildings, are all obviously hallucinations Layton and Luke are experiencing due to opium fumes being pumped into the streets. Sure, man. I didn't bring my coat today. But I'm wearing one. And this definitely isn't my coat. So he has to be wearing C's. Which means he would be wearing B's. Wait, if he's wearing A's... He's not wearing one, so he's wearing C's. Actually, I'm an idiot. Because C's not wearing one. So he's technically wearing C's. So, in theory, that means he's wearing B's. And he's wearing D's. So he has to be wearing D.
This one's as good as solved.
Okay, my logic was slightly
Phew,
weird,
that's a relief.
but it worked out. Ooh, my tea is still hot. B is wearing A's. That leaves the coats B and D originally brought. D isn't wearing his own, so he must be wearing B's. Let that pulse be a lesson to you. If you're careless with your things, you can lose them. Yeah, take this. I found it over there. You must have left it behind last time you were here. Thanks for the sticker. I bet the view from the observation deck is out of this world. It does have quite the view, but we don't have time to stop right now. To the clock shop. Asshole, you can't... I feel like we're not in that much of a rush. Wonder if the haze is caused by pollution? I mean, it is London. There must be a lovely view of the park from up there? Yeah, probably. Luke's probably right on that one, I'd have to guess. Oh, this path is covered in ants. Ants. It's springtime, the ants are coming out to play. Been having to deal with some, in places. Shout out ants. Ants are cool. Midland Road is just on the other side of that door. I'll run ahead and open it. Hey, the door's locked. Locked? That can't be. Step aside, little Luke. I'll get it open. Strange, it is locked. Look here, you two. There's an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door. Woo. Missing tiles, uh-oh. I don't like missing things. Oh dear God. Okay, hold on. To open the door, place 4 number tiles on the blank spaces so that all the conditions of set forth by the equations are fulfilled. Eight by 1. Hold on, let's do this real quick. 8 by 1 would be 8. And then in order to get that again, 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2. 8 by 1 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. 6 times 2 would be 12. But this would be 9, so that does not work. It's gotta be like the middle numbers, I would have to think, right? So like 4 and 6 and 3 and 7, does that work out? No, 3 by 7 does not work. Hold on. That makes it even worse, actually. Alright, hold on. Guys, math was not my strong suit. Do 7 and 2. So it's 9. And 14. Are there any 2 things here that can equal to 14? No, it's gotta be low numbers, right? Four and 1 is 5. Oh, it's 4, idiot. Hold on. 5 and 1 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 6 and 6. Done.
Allow me to present my solution.
I just realized that's the first time we've seen him, his
I
animation.
think not.
Brilliant. Here's one possible solution. The right half and left half of the equation are interchangeable since they involve addition and multiplication. The equation is viable even if 2 numbers on the left side swap positions or if the 2 numbers on the right side swap positions. Yippee! Wonderful work, Big Luke. I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door still won't open. If the puzzle wasn't keeping the door shut, what is? Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. Might seem like too simple a solution, but would you two help me shove this door? Certainly. It seems you've run out of other options anyway. Ready, everyone? All together. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. We just killed a man. Who's that sprawled out on the street? It's hard to believe, but this fellow must have fallen asleep against the door. This just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, even if that answer is just brute force. Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer's coming right at us, and he looks mad.
Hey, why'd you kick down my napping door? Not only did it hurt, but you woke me up.
Oh, terribly sorry, sir. Please understand, we had no idea you were there.
Oh, didn't realize it was you. Look, forget I saw anything. I'm feeling kind of queasy, so I'm just gonna head home now.
I seem to have driven that poor man off again. I wouldn't fret over it too much, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're just about there. Now, hold on a minute. You got a puzzle for me? No? Okay. Do you have a puzzle for me? No. Okay, cool. Alright, I just wanted to check. Do you have a puzzle for me? Nope. Alright, back to London proper. There's the shop. The door was locked earlier. No one would answer it when we knocked. That's because we didn't know the secret would knock. Watch this. Come on in. Go on, try the door now. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Gee-hoo, well, look who's back. Ah! What are you doing hiding there? I see you've learned the secret knock, dearie. Actually, it was I who did the knocking. Spring, is Cog around? There you are, Luke. Cog's in the back room. Oh, are you friends with the owners of the clock shop, Luke? I suppose I neglected to mention that earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it. Alright, let's hear what he has to say. Puzzle? Cog's in the back room. He'll fill you in on how all this time traveling began. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. It was never my intent to make you feel tricked. You have a puzzle? Cog's tuning up the clock in the back.
I thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor. And,
Luke, the Professor's apprentice.
Yes, Luke, of course.
Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? I think it would help to get everyone on the same page.
It'd be my pleasure. You there, Luke? The smaller Luke, that is.
Yes?
Tell me, boy, what does this contraption behind me look like to you?
A big old clock.
All right, you are, but by my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old gal needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spend quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling her up her gears one day when two family goons busted in. Here we go. This has gotta be the place the boss was talking about. For sure. Hey, boss, there's a big clock here, just like you said. It's real antique. Come over and see. Just what do you two think you're doing barging into my shop? And get your hands off my clock. Can it, Gramps? You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with? Yeah, a bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop. Hey, if I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now out of the way, we got a schedule to keep. What are you clowns pouting about for? Get to work. If we don't hurry, things won't be ready by the time you know who talked about. Sorry, Bostro. We're trying our best, but Gramps here is making this difficult. Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to do it difficult. Throw him out on the street. Let me go, you dirtbags. We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. That's okay with you, isn't it? You keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me? We're just about on schedule. We have to wait to turn this thing until it's the exact time the big guy mentioned. That's all I had before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found out what these thugs wanted from my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientists. I think the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole or warp point.
But how did they manage to do that?
It beats me. It was all mumbo-jumbo. Something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time. Anyways, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they had anticipated.
I see. And somehow this wormhole in time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours.
Yeah, that'd be the case, yes. The clock has been here ticking away for over 100 years. My guess is that something about the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to this spot. Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became part of my clock. Thing is, I'm the only one who can keep that old gal running. Which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close this wormhole.
That's really strange.
It's a burden, it's what it is. Once the family found out about what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them.
After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cog isn't part of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It sure sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog and Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine to help get my message to you. And upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. It's quite the plan you drummed up, Big Luke. Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chelmy all the questions you want. But when you're done chatting, you will come back to put a stop to what's going on here, won't you? Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That was exactly the answer I was hoping for. Well, I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who can stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself. Haha, quite right. My apologies. I should have never doubted you. Yeah, I don't like being British. Let me see here. Seems you've solved at least 30 puzzles. Yep, you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Hopefully you'll learn something there that will help us fix the terrible situation in our time. Yes, I hope so too. Now, Cog, if you would be so kind as to fire up the clock. I hope you'll understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary. I agree completely. Besides, the poor inspector's eyes might very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 Lukes. But just think about how fun it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke. Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get the show on the road. Guys, I'm realizing my range of voice is kind of dog shit. Here we are. Ugh, I feel sick. Are you going to be alright, Luke? You're positively green. I feel sort of seasick. My ears are all stuffy and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow. Yep, that'd be the time sickness talking. First jump I made, I felt the same way. Well, Cog, we're going to head off now and see what we can find out. Sounds good. I'll be here waiting for you. Just use that special knock and I'll let you in. Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if we went back to your own time while we were out. Yep, that'd be a pain, alright. Now, you two should skedaddle. I'd like to get home in time for dinner. Oh my goodness, back to London. Not that stupid-ass future London. There's no doubt about it, Professor. We're back in our own time. The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar. Woo, you know, all this time travel has really worn me out. Yes, I could do with the rest myself, but we mustn't keep Cog waiting. You're right. So, shall we go find Inspector Chelmy? That will be our second stop. First, I'd like to run by my office at the university. So we are taking a break. Not quite. I need to do a little prep work for our session with Inspector Chelmy. Preparation, my boy, is the foundation upon which every good investigation is built. Right you are, Professor. Now that we're back in our own time, we can reach the university by bus in a matter of minutes. Let's go, Luke. Holy shit, stash. Stashing.
And how are you doing, young fella?
Oh, hello there. Nice to see you again.
Again? What's this again business? I just thought I'd give you some advice, that's all.
Alright, shoo.
Not many folks know this, but when you sell puzzles, you can earn these.
Oh, if you're going to talk about carrots, we already know all about them.
Oh, is that so? Well, big deal. It's not that great a secret anyhow.
Okay, well, thank you. We should really go now. We've got a lot to do.
Wait, don't just run off like that. I have, a puzzle. Yes, that's right. I have a puzzle for you.
Yeah, I'm beginning to realize that my range of voices is kind of dog shit. Find the clock tower in the village below. Just follow these directions. Go straight and take the first left. Wait, hold on. Go straight and take the first left. Take the next right. Can't do that. Straight, left, right. Oops. And the next left. Nope, can't do that. Go straight. First left doesn't work. And straight, first left, right doesn't work. Straight, left, right. Next left doesn't work. Straight, first left, no.
Straight, left, right doesn't work. Straight, left, right, next, left. Clock tower is at H.
This one's as good as solved. Phew, that's a relief.
Clock tower is located at spot H. The directions are from spot A if you're facing spot D.
How was that for a fun puzzle? It's in the top 10, yeah?
It was okay, I guess.
What? Just okay. I get it. You're playing cool. You don't let on that my puzzle rocked your socks off.
You might be thinking too hard about this. Okay, Statchen.
Hi there, small fry. What can I do for you?
I noticed there's a bus stop up ahead. London still has bus service, doesn't it?
Of course, we got more buses than you can check a stick at. What an odd question to ask.
Excellent! Did you hear that, Professor? London's buses still run.
I heard, Luke. Your exuberance is appreciated, but we don't want to unsettle our friend here. Geez, I've never seen someone get so jazzed about riding the bus. Well, if you like buses, you're gonna love this little number. You guys got some big-ass pants.
How many people? I was riding a double-decker bus, and the tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. How many total are in the bus? Fucking what? Including you. 25. What in the ever-loving fuck is 40% of 25? Half of 25 is 12.5 is half, right? And that's 50%. So 40. Wait, isn't there a thing with fractions? Now hold on just a minute. Isn't there not a thing with fractions? Percentages. Someone in chat who's smart might be able to confirm or deny what I'm saying. Isn't there a thing with percentages where it's like, I'm looking for 40% of 25 equals question mark. 40% of 25. Isn't there a thing in fractions? Not fractions. Again, why am I doing that? Percentages where if you reverse it, where it's 25% of 40 is the same. The 25% of 40 would be 10. So 40% of 25 is 10? Yeah, I feel like that checks out. So it'd be 35 people. I believe that's a thing.
Answer.
I'm wrong. Fuck.
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Even if you get that, there's a catch. What's the catch? Running a double-decker bus and the tour guide on the upper level. Told me that including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level. So there's 24
There's 24 on the lower level. So we need 40% of 24. Wait, is it 34? Because it's double counting a person.
How about this?
No?
Let me think this through again.
I'm so confused. Well, unfortunately, I don't know 24% of 40. I was riding a double-decker bus. Tour guide in the upper level. Oh, how many people total were on the bus? It's not saying just tourists. So it would be 35, which is the answer I got to, plus the tour guide, which is 36, plus the driver, which is 37.
How about this?
Damn it.
I knew it!
Good job. 37 people were riding the bus. There were 25 tourists in the lower level, and 40% of that is 10 tourists in the upper level. This amounts to 35 tourists. If you add the tour guide and bus driver, you get 37. Yep. It was a trick question. God damn it. You know, I'm a bus aficionado myself. My favorite's a double-deckers. They're around town. Good for you, man. None of the businesses around here seem to be open. Yes, many of them look like they open in the evening.
Well, hello again, Bright Eyes. I trust you found yourself some nice shiny hint coins.
Yes, and your expert direction played no small role.
Lovely, I'm glad I could be of help, but where's my thank you? I was with it already.
Of course, please excuse me from not issuing proper thanks. We appreciate your assistance. Yes, thank you. We never would have found them without the help of a wise old lady like yourself.
Now, just a moment there, half-point. Who are you calling old? They don't call me Flawless Florence for nothing, you know. I'm as fit and nimble as any teenager.
I apologize, Miss Florence. I didn't mean to call you old. I know how sensitive some seniors can get about their age.
Senior? Old? You just don't get it, do you? Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson the old-fashioned way with a puzzle.
All right, lady, don't leave poor Luke alone. In my younger days, I was quite the catch. This is a picture of me back then, along with 3 of my handsome suitors. A few moments after this photo was taken, one of these gents confesses love by presenting me with a heart. Can you guess which one? By presenting me with a heart. Huh? By presenting me with a heart. I'm very lost on this one. By presenting me with a heart. My only guess would be A, because it could be behind his book. But like through that same logic, B could be hiding something in the roses and C could have it under his jacket or something. Huh. I'm gonna use a hint coin on this one. Each gentleman is holding something unique. Pay attention to those items. That didn't help me in the slightest.
The heart she's talking about isn't drawn on anything that the gentlemen are holding. Must be referring to something shaped like a heart. How could you make a heart shape? The only thing that can make a heart shape here is still a book. I'm going with A.
How about this?
Kinda wish I just went with my instinct.
Do it.
Yeah, he's the only one who can make it. Yeah.
Humph. You two are smart cookies when it comes to puzzle solving, I'll give you that.
The compliment means all the more coming from a lady such as yourself, Florence. I do hope we run into each other again sometime.
Teehee, now you're making me blush. You can sweet talk me if you like, but you should know I'm a married woman.
It seems our friend here has taken a shine to you, Professor. Let's make our way back to my office. Now, which bus goes to Gressenheller University? The one that says Gressenheller? I wonder if that's a real place. I have to admit that I've gotten a bit turned around with all this time traveling. What are we investigating now? Oh, feeling a bit discombobulated, my boy. I can hardly blame you. It's also not every day that I travel to the future and meet my adult self. I could do with a bit of review on our case as it currently stands. Very well. Let's see if we can bring you up to speed. Alright. Do you remember why Big Luke called us to the future? To stop the evil Professor Layton, right? And what exactly are we stopping my future self from doing? Oh, right. We want to stop you, or him, from completing his time machine research. Precisely. Which is exactly why you and I were headed to Chinatown. Oh, yes. Now it's all coming back to me. But then we failed to get into Chinatown. It was at that point you started talking about asking the inspector some questions. Yes, but at that time I had no idea we'd be able to jump back to our own time to question him. In that sense, it seemed to have got pretty lucky, huh? Perhaps. Perhaps. It sounds like something isn't sitting right with you. Is something bothering you? Indeed. Is that something we've come to investigate? We just about reached our stop. We'll run by my office, and then it's off to see the inspector. Save, yes please. The Forgotten Case. I need to stop by my office and check something. After that, we'll go find and check Inspector Chelmy. Didn't mean to hit that. What a lovely-ass campus, though. Look at this place. That's the physics lecture hall. I was not a physics man. Hey, aren't you the god we bumped into at the demonstration? Why are you here? As you may recall, last week's demonstration experienced a few hiccups. When the dust settled... Yeah, that's better. When the dust settled, management decided it would be best to cut me loose. I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me, I don't believe I've properly introduced myself yet. Please, sir, don't bother. Dean Delmona filled me in. It's an honor to meet you, Professor Layton. I've actually been holding on to a puzzle just in case you happen to come by. Care to hear it? Favorite character in Invincible? None of them. I don't watch the show. Each member of a shady trio was dressed in red, white, and green. However, none of their outfits were the same. Here's what witnesses had to say about them. The men wore the same colored jackets. The larger man wore a white hat. So your hat's white. The woman's jacket was green. Hold on. Green. Was dressed in red, white, and green. So his hat was white. Which means I'm assuming his pants... No. Her jacket's green, right? Wait, this is so much easier if I just actually do this. Hold on. Woman's jacket was green. Two of them had white pants on. He has a white hat. Their jackets are the same color. So let's theoretically just say it's red for now.
So his pants would need to be green. 2 of them had white pants on, so if they both have white pants, green, red. That checks out. Immediately, actually.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, that's settled.
Smashing for a shady trio. Their clothes might be a bit too conspicuous. Simply beautiful work, sir. Thank you so much for indulging me. Not at all. I quite enjoyed myself. Random lady.
There you are, Professor. I see you canceled lecture again this week. Let me guess, are you investigating another strange mystery?
Hello, Rosetta. Yes, something rather pressing has come up. But I'll be sure to hold a makeup session later.
Oh, no worries, Mr. L. As long as I get my credits, I'm not sweating it.
Now, what kind of attitude is that to have, Rosetta? If you want those credits, you'll have to earn them. And as your paper's on the stone relics of Cornwall, I'd say you have your work cut out for you. As your advisor, I insist that you check in with me weekly until your paper's shaped up.
I didn't mean to imply I wasn't interested in the work. And I'm very much looking forward to our sessions together. Not every girl has the privilege of receiving private instruction from the great Professor Layton.
What I mean to say is that you should check in during office hours.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice, Professor. I'll see you next week. I don't know what that girl's up to, but it can't be good, Professor.
Nonsense, my boy. I'm sure it's all in your head.
You can't fool me. Did you see the look she gave you? She's a man-eater.
Whatever that means. Oh, dear. Luke, don't fucking... Luke, go home. The puzzle said none of their outfits are the same, and my dumbass thought, well, yeah, they're different sizes, shapes, completely ignoring the color part of it. Dude, the color part was the entire puzzle. How did you ignore that part? Well, it's not the best view London has to offer. Luke, it's a fucking university. It goes against the rules to run in the university corridors. Luke, calm down, man. I get you're still technically a kid. I don't know how old Luke is. I don't remember. I can hear somebody snoring. Somebody must be napping. Herschel, my boy! I've been looking for you! Hello, sir. Didn't you receive my notice that I was on holiday? In a strange twist of fate, Luke is 30? No, that is not the case. Oh, that? Yes, everything's in order there. It's something else that I need your help with. In that case, please tell me how I can be of assistance to you, sir. In an even stranger twist of fate, future Luke is only 31? No. Lean in a bit, my boy. What I'm about to ask you, well, I wouldn't like anyone else to hear it. The thing is, I have a puzzle I simply can't work through on my own. My darling granddaughter brought it to me, but I can't for the life of me solve the blasted thing. I can see how that could be quite vexing. Vexing is putting it politely. It's hard to feel like the king of your castle when you can't solve your grandchild's puzzle. It's a rather serious issue for me, Herschel. It certainly sounds that way, sir. Yes. So I take it I can count on you to help me work through this thing? But of course. 1 out of 1,000, excuse me?
Here's some matchsticks that spell out
100M. Move one of the matches into the garbage to display a length that is 1/1000th of that size. What is 1/1000th of 100 million? Zero. $100M? See, the thing that's fucking with me is 100K 1/1000th. But you can't do that with a single move. I'd be pissed at my grandchild too if they sent me this. Even rotating was...
I am lost. Does it say you have to move only one? No, I can only move one, because, look, I moved this one. I can't move anything else. So I can only move one. What is 1/1000th of 100 million? That's part of the issue, is I don't know what that is. It's 100K, isn't it? I'm gonna hint coin. I hate everything, it's fucking...
That should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
I hate this. I hate this so much. 100 meters becomes 10 centimeters. I fucking hate this. If I didn't look at that hint, I would have never gotten that, because I was not thinking that the M was meters. Oh, that's it. My granddaughter's going to flip when she hears how clever her granddad is. I'm glad I could help you with her predicament, sir. Likewise. By the way, Herschel, I do have one more small favor to ask of you. You got any blue pills? Certainly. Let's keep the fact that you helped me with this puzzle between me, and the wall, shall we? Of course. After all, you've a reputation to maintain with your granddaughter. It will be our secret. Hoo-hoo! Perceptive as always. And what about you there, young man? Can you keep a secret? Of course, my lips are sealed, sir. Splendid, for that you have my thanks. One last thing, Herschel. There's a young lady in your office. She said something about private tutoring. I don't know what that's about. I see. Oh, you must be talking about Flora. Oh, sick. Wait, Flora's actually in this game? Let's go. Seems my neighbor is off work today. Dude, we haven't seen Flora all game yet. This is awesome. Delmondo's gonna put out a hit on that evil granddaughter? Yeah, okay, man. Flora!
Oh, hi there, Flora. You two have got some nerve leaving me alone while you go off on another adventure.
It wasn't on purpose.
Now, Flora, you know that wasn't our intention at all. While we were out investigating one issue, an even more troublesome matter arose.
What kind of troublesome matter? We couldn't have seen it coming, Flora. Honest. Really? Of course, we wouldn't have left you behind on purpose.
Luke is quite right. Do forgive us for our oversight.
Well, okay. Just this once. But you two had better not leave me alone again.
Of course not.
Brad, I have some information for you about Flora. I'm sure I left an apple on this table. True gentleman should have a spare hat ready at all times. Hell yeah, dude. Ho ho, piqued your curiosity. Has it? Flora is the daughter from the first game. Luke and Layton just kind of take her with them now. This book was written by a famous puzzle expert from abroad. Hi, Flora. Apparently the fifth hint in the US release is 1/1000th of 1 kilometer is 1 meter. In the UK, it was 1/1000th of 100 meters is 0.1 meter, in other words, 10 centimeters. What the fuck? Dude, the UK release is bullshit. That's not even a hint, that's telling you the answer. What's done is done, so I guess there's no point in my stewing over it. You two must be awfully tired from all that running around. It is the fifth hint at that point? Yeah, but still. I just made a pot of tea. I'll go fetch it. Did you just make a promise to Flora? I believe I may have. And unfortunately, this is one promise I fear I may have to break. Professor, that's terrible! Not to mention very unlike you to go back on your word. Well, I didn't see you doing anything to dissuade the poor girl from coming with us.
Besides, you know our current case is fraught with danger. I don't want her to get hurt. Anyway, we need to finish our work here so we can find the inspector. We'd best move quickly. I suppose you're right, Professor. Alright then, what are we looking for here? Somewhere in my office is a leather-bound notebook with a yellow note sticking out of it. Third hint literally is changing the number can't do that. Maybe you can change the unit of measurement. I mean, to be fair, again, if you can't figure out that it's a meter, I don't know. The hints are weird. Do you think you can help me find it? Aye, aye, Professor, I'm on the case. Now, just a minute, Luke. There's no need to check over there. What on earth is this enormous stone? Just a load of documents about puzzles. Is this the notebook you were talking about? Why, yes it is. Dude, I need a better Layton voice, but I can't get the grovel right. Let's see. Information concerning the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research. Did you put this notebook together, Professor? I did, piece by piece. Sadly, most of its contents have been removed. Whoa, you weren't kidding. Most of the pages have been torn out. Been a while since I opened it last. Let me see. At least the newspaper clippings are intact. When exactly are all these articles from, Professor? I'll explain more on the bus. But for now, we need to get out of here before Flora returns. Poor Flora. Voila! I thought you might be hungry, so I made some little cucumber sand. Oh dear, where did they go? Oh, poor Flora. That's fucked up, Layton. Ooh, you have a puzzle now. Oh, hey, Mr. L, where are you rushing off to now? There's no time to talk. We're in the midst of an important investigation. In case you didn't notice, Shorty, I was talking to the professor just then. We're following a lead in our investigation. Gotcha. But could I just have a second of your time before you go? Didn't you hear the professor? We're in a hurry, lady. Listen, Pipsqueak, you might think you're the professor's spokesman, but, you aren't, okay? Did you just call me a Pipsqueak? Now, Luke, calm yourself. We have time to hear her out. What can I do for you, Rosetta? Oh, I knew you'd come through for me, Prof. See, I've got this puzzle I just can't find the answer to. Can you help a girl out? A puzzle, you say? I think we might be able to offer some assistance. Let's have a look. If all you wanted was some help with a puzzle, you could have just said so from the start. Oh dear lord. Hidden message is revealed. In one of the blocks, A, B, C, or D replaces the box marked question mark. It's Layton, it's B. Easiest fucking puzzle of my life. Easiest fucking puzzle of my life. I don't know how I instantly knew that. That's fucked up. But I saw this and I was like, wait a second, that spells Layton, doesn't it? Thank you so much, Professor. Watching you in action always takes my breath away. Hee hee. Think nothing of it, Rosetta. I hope to see you next week. Keep up the good work on your paper. Hee hee. You bet, Professor. I'm looking forward to hours of private instruction. Oh, but next time we meet, you should leave your little friend at home. He might distract me from my studies. I shouldn't say bad things about your students, Professor, but she is definitely not on my honor roll. Okay, Luke. Luke hates promiscuous women. You heard it here first. About the notebook we picked up at your office, Professor. Exactly what explosion were you researching? It all happened several years ago, when you were very small. Two scientists working in a physics lab unwittingly caused an explosion during an experiment. The explosion devastated the surrounding area. That must have been all over the news. You'd think so, wouldn't you? However, though many perished in the blast, few records of the accident remain. What happened? That's something I'm still trying to figure out for myself. But answer me this, Luke. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear of an explosion? The explosion of Dr. Stangun's time machine, of course. That was my first thought as well. I have a strong suspicion that these two incidents are connected. Oh, why is that?
Well, it's nothing more than a hunch, so I can't really say more right now. Oh, Professor, this is our stop. Here we are at Scotland Yard. There's no time to waste. We need to find the inspector. Holy shit, Big Ben. It's our old friend, Big Ben. Me when my Ben is big. Ah, my jaw just cracked when I did that. What the fuck? This street looks a bit narrow for buses. Well, Luke, you just arrived on a bus. No, I didn't want to go in. Wait, go back. I'm still tapping. Fuck! Police stations always make me a little bit nervous. Luke, what do you have to hide? Fuck me! Why? See, I missed a hint coin. Alright, now I can go in. Yay! I love coins. Naturally, security is a priority in this police station. So is Scotland Yard like an actual police station? Like... Or is it more like a headquarters and not really like a... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm probably being very stupid. Safety First Magazine? I don't know this publication. This place is certainly less exciting than I thought it would be. Nah, the exciting parts are upstairs, Luke. Welcome to Scotland Yard, headquarters of the London Police. How may I be of service to you? We're here to see Inspector Chelmy. Can you please let him know we'd like to speak with him? Unfortunately, the inspector is terribly busy right now. What's more, I have strict orders to issue this puzzle to all visitors. Who the fuck? Yeah, walk into a police station. Yeah, sorry, you gotta solve this puzzle first, buddy. In recent years, the city has been suffering from an increase in accidents and crime. According to a survey, there's one place in the city with a higher average of injured people and deaths throughout the year. Where could it be? The hospital. Where all the injured people go.
This one. Few things satisfy like a puzzle.
That was a stupid-ass puzzle. Right, there may be a lot of dangerous places, but the hospitals where injured and sick people gather throughout the year. Yeah, what a stupid puzzle. That's correct, all right. Tremendous work as usual, Professor Layton. Oh, do you two know each other? Of course. That is, I know the professor. How could any self-respecting puzzle nut not know the name Layton? I'm a huge fan. I assume the puzzle I just solved was one of your own design. You got me there. I just couldn't pass up the chance to have the Professor Layton solve my puzzle. I'll call ahead to let the inspector know you're coming. His office is just up those stairs on the 2nd floor. Thank you very much. Pretty sure his voice just like completely morphed into something else as I was continuing it. Barton! You know, it's a little tidier than I expected in here. What, you thought fucking Chelmy was gonna be a slob? No, Luke, don't open the window. Just have a look at the desk. The inspector seems to have quite the caseload. Ooh, I wonder if they have any scones to go with that tea. I don't know if I've had a scone. Nothing like a nice cup of tea to soothe the jangle nerves. Good day, Barton. Good day to you, sir. Barton, we wish to have a few words with the inspector, but I don't see him here. I don't see him here either. I was led to believe he was here. Is this his office? Yes, he was, but then he got up and left. It was all very sudden. I too am puzzled by his sudden disappearance.
Barton, I sincerely hope you're not spreading misinformation about me. I just told you that I needed to pop downstairs to see the commissioner.
Ah, yes, you did say that, sir.
Use your ears, Constable. You'll never move up in the force if you don't learn to listen.
Greetings, Inspector.
Apologies for not saying hello, Layton. What a surprise to see you. Welcome to my humble office.
Forgive the sudden intrusion, Inspector. I heard that you're leading the investigation on the Prime Minister's disappearance.
I am. And as it's you I'm speaking with, I'll be quite candid. This case has me completely baffled. Dozens of eyewitnesses, myself included, not one blasted lead to work with. Since you were there, I might as well hear your take on things. Have a seat.
I was questioned the day of the incident, but maybe our chat will uncover some new theories.
We've already established that you were there when the explosion occurred.
Yes, I certainly was.
Then you must believe, as I do, that there was no way anyone could have survived that blast. Not that quacked stand gun, not his staff, and though I hate to say it, not the Prime Minister. But what confounds me is that not a single trace of the lot remains.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, we've canvassed the whole place and haven't found a thing related to the victims. No bodies, no clothing, and no shoes. Not even so much as a pocket watch or ring. All we recovered from the scene was the 10 tons of scrap metal that used to be the machine. No people, though.
There were 8 of them, sir.
What? Did you say something just now, Constable?
There were 8 of them, sir. 8 people vanished.
Ah, yes, according to eyewitness reports, 8 people vanished from the scene. That group consisted of Stun Gun, a handful of his assistants, and the Prime Minister. Now how in the world do 8 people just vanish? It's like a blasted magic trick.
Don't worry, Inspector. From what I've heard, the Prime Minister is still alive.
Ah, young Luke, be a good lad and keep quiet, alright? The adults are having a serious conversation here. If you're bored, why don't you and Barton go play in the hall?
Inspector, I assure you Luke isn't making this up. There's a very real possibility that Bill Hawks is alive.
What? Well, don't leave me here scratching my head like a fool. Explain, Layton.
Before I do, I must ask a favor of you first.
And what would that be?
Do you recall the explosion that occurred at the Polydimensional Research Institute 10 years ago?
What did you just say?
I'll take that as a yes. It is imperative that I see any and all case files on that incident.
You just might be onto something here, Layton. What do you know?
Nothing at the moment. But I have a suspicion on your current case and this old one are linked some way.
I'd like to help, really I would. But those files are sealed and require top-level clearance. Even a high-ranking officer like myself would have trouble getting his hands on those.
I see. I'd hoped a man of your status might have the influence necessary to acquire those documents. Unfortunately, it seems I may have hoped for too much. I'm sorry to have asked the impossible of you.
Wait just a moment, Layton. I might be able to get you access to the case file.
Excellent. I would be extremely grateful for that.
Just one thing, though. These documents don't come for free. I want to hear everything you know or suspect about the Prime Minister's whereabouts.
Of course. Once I've seen the documents and I'm sure my theory is sound, every detail will be yours.
Barton, head down to the archive room and find those old files. Tell them you're there in my orders.
Right away, sir.
Those files can't leave the archive, but you can read them there. Head downstairs past the lobby into the basement.
Much appreciated, Inspector.
Shout out.
Hello. Ooh, and coin. Just look at all the cases the police have encountered. Oh yeah, Scotland Yard is old as shit, isn't it? So gloomy in here and musty. The shelves are so dusty they've turned my hands pitch black. You telling me they don't clean their archives, bro? Epic hint coin? Now Luke, a true gentleman doesn't play on ladders. What's up, Barton?
Welcome to the archive. I've gathered all the files pertaining to the explosion.
Thank you, Barton. Your hard work has saved us considerable time. Ew. These documents are all mildewy and covered in dust.
These files are off limits to most people. You're the first to touch them in a long time.
I see. Hand some of those over and I'll help you look through them. Where should I start? I appreciate the offer, but I should handle these myself. They are top secret, after all. Of course, I understand. Wait just a bit longer, Luke. I'll finish up here soon. You got a puzzle, Barton? You know, it seems like the inspector is always yelling at you. Don't you ever get tired of it?
It's not so bad. Sure, he scolds me, but only when he has good reason to, which is often, unfortunately.
Oh.
I make a lot of mistakes, so I get yelled at a lot. He's always telling me I lack insight on cases and don't, pay attention. Which is completely understandable. I just get distracted and then I make mistakes.
Oh, chin up, Barton. Everyone makes mistakes. Heck, I make them all the time.
I goof up pretty bad sometimes. Why, just the other day, I found myself in the most ridiculous predicament.
Park the car. Gotta pack the car. Sorry, that's Boston, not British. You need to get your car to the parking spot marked by the flag in the middle of the grid below. As you can see below, you can only enter a spot from one side. When you encounter an X, you must turn left or right. When you encounter an O, you must continue going straight. Unless your car's a bit clunkier and can't go reverse. Alright. So. We turn to get in here. We can turn to get in here. No, we cannot, actually. Turn to get in here. Straights. Turn. Turn. Straights doesn't work. Hold up. So if I turn here, have to go straight. Turn here, have to go straight. Turn here. I don't know if that counts for anything. But let's turn here, turn here, turn here. Turn, turn. Again, I don't know if that counts for anything. What if we go this way? Turn straight all the way. It's saying turn straight. Turn. I don't know if I'm allowed to hit edges is the issue. It's not very clear as to whether or not I can hit edges or not. Or like if I can hit here. That literally cannot work. Hold up. Do that again, hold on. Turn, 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 you up, you this way, this way, this way. Hold, I might have something. Okay, I got it. So it's doink, 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 doink.
How about
Yippee!
this? Phew, that's a relief.
Nice driving. You have to circle all the way around the parking lot to get to the space. Kind of annoying that you can't just pull straight in, huh?
Wonderful work, Luke. I bet you never give the professor any cause to yell at you.
Well, he's not really the yelling type. But it's true that I never let a puzzle go unsolved. I've got his reputation to protect.
Oh dear. I never considered the possibility that my goof-ups would harm the inspector's reputation.
Don't worry, Barton. What's most important is to try your best.
If only I could convince the inspector to see things that way.
Luke, come here. I think I found what we came here for. What is it, Professor?
Look at him standing there menacingly.
That file yielded some very valuable information, Luke. What exactly did you find out, Professor?
Let's just say I'm very confident the Prime Minister's still alive. However, the only way to save him is to travel to the other London where he's being held.
You think he might be trapped in the future?
Perhaps. Let's bring this discussion to the inspector. The inspector's not going to immediately be like, you're an idiot for saying that we're going to the future. Well, Layton, did your investigation bear any fruit?
It did indeed. To start, allow me a few questions. Inspector, were you involved in the investigation into the explosion at the Institute 10 years ago?
Yes, I was there. Ages ago it was. I remember I'd just been promoted to assistant inspector.
I see. Do you remember the names of the scientists who thought to have caused the explosion?
Let me think. Oh, it's coming back to me now. One man's name was Allen. Dimitri Allen.
Weren't there two scientists implicated? Do you remember the second scientist's name?
It was quite a long time ago, you know.
I see you're having some difficulty remembering. Well then, what about the victims? Do you remember much about them?
The explosion caused substantial damage to the area and destroyed the neighboring apartment complex. One of the lab assistants perished in the explosion, as did several tenants in the building next door. Strangely, though, I think both of the scientists involved in the experiment survived.
That was very informative, Inspector.
Good, because I've got a few questions of my own now. How do you think this old case relates to my current one?
This is just a theory, but I think the Prime Minister is being held somewhere beyond the influence of Scotland Yard.
Do you mean to say he's being held captive in another country?
You may find what I'm about to tell you hard to believe, but I think Bill Hawks is being held captive in the future.
If this is your idea of a joke, I'm not laughing.
I can understand your skepticism. Thank you for all your help today, Inspector. Should I learn anything else about the Prime Minister's whereabouts, you'll be among the first to know. Come, Luke, let's be off.
Now wait right there, we've got a deal. Surely you've got more for me than that far-fetched theory.
Inspector, I've told you as much as I know at the moment. Now, please excuse us. Bye, Barton.
I find nice cups of tea help focus the mind. Delicious, delicious tea.
See you later, dude. Now that we got what we came for, let's head back to the clock shop. Cog's waiting for us. Okay, Professor. To Midland Road. You got anything for me, lady? I don't care about your weird extra dialogue.
Yay, another puzzle!
Oh, it's you again. Where are you heading now, small fry?
I can't say, it's a secret.
Well, I was going to offer you a puzzle, but you look like you're in a hurry, so forget about it.
What's that? You've got a puzzle that needs solving?
Woohoo, I've got your attention now, don't I?
I forget this dude's voice entirely. There are 3 sheets of transparent plastic with different patterns painted on them. You layer it correctly, a checkerboard pattern appears. The order in which you layer them is important. You can't flip or rotate the sheets. So if we laid this one on the bottom, we would then have blue, 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 and then blue, 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 blue. I'm just gonna do this as like a... And then C, B, blue, blue, and then it would be... Oh, my bad, there's a white space here. So then it would be white here, white here, white here, and white here. Holy shit, it's just B.
Here's my answer.
I don't know why I singled out
I
B,
knew it.
but I did, and it worked.
Splendiferous job.
Man saying splendiferous in this day and age. I suppose we have to head back to future London now. What's the matter, Luke? You scared of traveling through time again? Yes, I mean, no, as long as I don't have to do it alone. Of course not. I'll be right here with you. First on the agenda is heading to Chinatown to meet future Professor Layton, right? That's right. And if my guess is correct, we'll find the Prime Minister there as well. Do you think we'll run into trouble along the way? Considering the warm welcome we received from the family at the casino, I'd say anything's possible. Look, there's no telling what kind of dangers await us in the future. Maybe it would be best for you to remain here in our time.
Same with poor Flora!
What kind of apprentice would I be if I left you to face danger all alone? Of course I'm going to.
Poor Flora!
Traveling companions? Question mark?
Alright, what mischief did you two get yourselves into?
Excuse me, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No point playing innocent boy. Old Statch and Scoffin knows more than you think. Here, they might be slightly obscured, but I do have eyes, you know. These eyes can see that the law's right on your tail.
I don't follow.
Say no more, boy. Just know that I'm always on your side. If you call me, I'll come running.
Oh, thanks, I guess. We ought to be off now, Luke. I have the feeling things are about to get interesting. So fucking Chelmy's following me. Luke, do you remember the secret knock Big Luke used when we last tried to enter the clock shop? Of course, allow me, Professor.
Come on in.
I already forgot her voice, too.
Welcome back, Professor.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Where's Cog, by the way?
Oh, same place as always, in the back tinkering with that clock. Tee-hee-hoo.
You have a... no. Welcome back, you two. I take it you found the information you were after? We did. Hopefully Luke's not tired of waiting for us back in the future. Yes, we mustn't keep young sir waiting. Young sir? Oh, did I just call Luke sir? Sorry, it's an old habit from being in the service industry. My mind's just not as sharp as it used to be. You know, I make mistakes like that often, Someone's at the door.
You can't just force your way onto a private property. It's illegal, not to mention ungentlemanly.
Madam, but I'm no gentleman. I'm an officer of the law, and I'm here on an important investigation.
What's Inspector Chelmy doing here? You tailed us, didn't you, Inspector? Be that as it may, Spring is right. Forcing away in here is quite rude.
Say what you will, Layton. The fact remains that our Prime Minister is missing. And if I have to crash a few parties to find him, then that's how it has to be. And I'll keep crashing them until you lay your cards on the table, Layton. All of them.
I can't believe you, Professor. And you too, Luke. Flora. You two ran off and left me on my own again. And after I made you those nice cucumber sandwiches.
Flora, please try to understand. We just didn't want to put you in a dangerous situation.
I don't buy it. The real reason you won't take me is because you think I'll get in the way.
Now that's not it at all. Flora, you have to understand. You could be put in harm's way. It's for your safety that I
don't know anyone else in this town. What am I supposed to do when you two run off? Stare at the wall? Oh, no, that's really fun. And by really fun, I mean not fun at all.
When you put it that way, I can see where you're coming from. Now, Luke, listen here.
You know, Layton, I think the girl has a point. You may be leaving her behind out of concern, but that doesn't mean much if it upsets her so.
Inspector, you too. Sorry to butt in, but we've got to get this show on the road. Can't keep Luke waiting any longer. I have to start up now. But there are several people here who have nothing to do with the matter at hand. As far as I'm concerned, the more people we've got, the merrier. That's ridiculous. I beg you to reconsider. Sorry, Professor, we gotta go. Hold on, everyone. Hold on, what for? Yay, Flora's coming with us. Okay, end of the line. Everyone out. What in the world just happened? My stomach's doing backflips again. What was all that? Step outside and see for yourself, Inspector. That should serve as a sufficient explanation. I don't know what you're getting at, but fine. Barton, let's step outside. Just a moment, sir.
A touch queasy. Actually, that quite queasy.
Pull yourself together, Constable. We're going out.
Please don't jostle me. I'm feeling a bit green. Are you okay, Flora?
It was a rather shaky trip.
Oh, say, time travel really takes that of you. I'm a bit dizzy. Oh no, someone catch her!
And you got your time traveling legs, Professor. You don't look shaken at all.
Suppose I'm getting used to it, though I can't say I find the process pleasurable.
Yeah, squeezing yourself through a vortex in time and coming out the other side can be draining. Anyways, you probably want to get going, but come see me if you ever need to return to the present. You're a good man. Be glad to help you out anytime. Thank you, Cog. If we need anything, we'll be sure to let you know. You should audition for an extra in Black Butler? What do you mean? What? Spring, did you happen to see where the inspector and constable went off to?
They ran out the front door. They're in for a real surprise out there. It's a hee-hoo.
Layton! What's all this? What happened to London? We're still in London, Inspector. You've just been transported 10 years into the future. But that's impossible! Isn't it? Or is it possible, Layton? One thing is for certain, we're no longer in the London we knew. Well, there will be time for debate once my work is done. I seem to recall you're saying something about the Prime Minister being trapped in the future, yes? Yes. I'm by no means certain, but it remains a definite possibility. Well then, what are we standing around here for? The hunt is on, Barton! We're off to find the Prime Minister. You know, Inspector, we may have better luck tracking him down if we work together on this case. That's enough from you, Layton. The fact remains that you're a civilian. I'll handle this on my own. Are you feeling any better, Barton?
Yes. No. Yes. Where am I?
You're in the future. This is London 10 years in the future, Barton.
Oh my.
No need to fret, Barton. Everything is fine.
Don't worry about me, lad. The inspector is here. You and your friends are safe. We'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yay, puzzle.
Are you saying I should audition for an extra in Black Butler because everyone's fucking British?
Well, it's been my favorite set of problem solvers. Thanks again for helping me with those boards.
It was nothing, really. Just a simple bit of thinking and well-placed cut.
Yeah, well, if it isn't too much trouble, you think you could work in magic on these boards, too?
Also, ignore the fact that I keep giving people random southern accents. What in the fuck? Yes? Okay. Piece of wood is oddly shaped and difficult to work with. Effectively, the best solution is to cut it in two pieces that when combined form a square because of the grain of the wood. However, the pieces can be rotated. So it's a 5x5 again. So it's already 5 up. With already 5 across. How? It's 2 out. Does that work? This shape. No, because there would need to be an extra, like, dip. That doesn't work. Frankly, I have no idea. You don't need to make any cuts on the left?
What?
The gap is 3 squares long. In order to fill it, you need to find a place to cut an equally shaped piece from. Find a shape that you can cut out that will fill both this 3 square gap and utilize the 3 square L shape protruding from the right side. Wait. Yep.
That should do the trick.
You need the Z to stick in the 3 square. Yeah.
Just
Took
as
me a
I
minute.
suspected.
Sharp solution. Quite an interesting rearrangement, huh? It's got to be a really ineffectual board, I'm going to be real with you. Look at that. You did it again, friend.
Hold on. Thanks to you, we're that much closer to giving Midland Road the makeover it deserves.
Did that just say sticker book 3? Hold on, let's do sticker book real quick. Let's take a quick normal puzzle session to do some you could be the manager. Come in. Raincoat. Customer arrived. I don't think this is the Cocoa. I don't think... For some reason, I think you're gonna be the guy asking for a coffee. Gosh, it's still in the bone. I'll have a... Don't steep it. So tea. Actually, hold on. I low-key think she's the manager. See, since the woman in charge is gone, I don't coffee. See, white thing, which I think is sugar. Actually, customer. I'll have cocoa. Can't make cocoa. Sugar's gone, or milk. It could be milk. I don't like my coffee black. Hot tea's best friend is sugar. And then we want to show cocoa. The woman came back. Okay. We're getting there. Let me also just clear out the journal real quick. All right. Return to the investigation.
Where's the other Luke, Professor?
Now that you mention it, we never decided on a meeting place. Perhaps it's time to pay Shipley a visit.
Of course, he can get us in touch with Big Luke. Shall we head over to the Orchid Restaurant then?
Shouldn't we go to the... How the fuck are you here?
Well, look who's back.
Mr. Stash and Scarf?
The one and only. And who's your feathered friend there?
Oh, you mean Paul. Nice to meet you.
Here. Nice to meet you too, bud. Say, seeing as how you're a dependable bunch, I got a favor to ask. Lately, I can't get enough of mushrooms, especially this one little red delectable variety.
Dude, I keep changing his fucking name. Why? Why am I like this? Or his voice.
A little delectable red mushroom. I haven't a clue where we can pick up one of those.
Paul knows. Oh, we'll go grab it.
Here. Now that's the kind of can-do attitude I like, bud. You really up to the task.
Paul's no regular bird. This should be a snap for him.
Cool, I got another request. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I know how to play the game. I did this already. Fuck out of here. Oh. Huh. And then heap. And then heap. That should be good, I hope. Oh, shit! Let's see if that's a less large of a jump. Still way too large of a jump, Jesus. What about if I did this? That doesn't seem like it'll help. One more up. Will this help me at all? Too far out. Damn it.
How does this go? So in theory, this works. I just need to put that there. Yeah. Perfect. I knew it just fell for the job as a perfect specimen.
Specimen.
You just go on like that and become a fine delivery pet. People will love you.
Love me. Delivery, delivery.
Awesome. What does earning their gratitude actually do for me? You got a puzzle for me? Yay, puzzle! Hey there, young miss.
You don't look so well. Are you all right there?
No worries, little lady. I'm doing just fine. I do appreciate your concern, though. As my way of saying thanks for your kind words, have this puzzle. It's been sitting in my back pocket, so it's a little squashed, but it plays just fine.
Ew.
What a fucking weirdo. 4 gems. 4 types of gem are combined into pairs and placed in the box below. Use a scale to determine the relative weights of each gem. Label them from lightest to heaviest 1 to 4. Okay, hold on. So a red and a green. Oh god. So blue heavier than green. Blue, green. Blue is heavier. All right. So then green and green. Blue is heavier than red. And green is also heavier than red. So if blue is the heaviest, with green being the second, let's see how this compares. Yellow is equal to blue and green. Yellow is equal to green, blue. Or, sorry, 2 yellow is equal to green, blue. So if 2 yellow is equal to green, blue, how's it going to compare with red, blue? And then 2 yellow is equal to, or is heavier than red, blue. So I think it's going to be red, green, yellow, blue. Red, green, yellow, blue. Red, green, yellow, blue, I believe.
Does this sound right?
Yay!
I don't want to brag, but that was pretty great.
Marrying the red blue box to the red green box shows that blue is greater than green. Yeah. Say, nice going, little lady. You've got quite the mind for puzzling. Oh, I got a chef sticker. The chef is not even for this puzzle. Or for this picture book. You got anything for me? Ah! Every time you talk to me, I feel like I'm having a heart attack, so quit it already. Hey there, folks. You look positively knackered. Have you been out walking all day?
Yes, but I can't go into details. Just trust me that we've been on quite the journey.
Ew, is that so? You really need to recharge as a nice big meal, but we don't serve hot food here. We got gruel, you stupid bitch. But I suppose I could whip up one of our special ham sandwiches if you ask nicely.
That sounds great, but what makes it special?
It's all about the order of the ingredients. Plus, it has this extra special secret ingredient. Now I just have to remember how to make the thing. How's it go again? Girl, you can't even remember your own goddamn meal. Can you make this exact sandwich? Hold up. Ham goes above the potato salad. The only ingredient between the ham and the tomato is the lettuce, so the tomato has to be above, and so does the lettuce in theory. Neither the ham nor the lettuce is the very middle layer. Hold on. Ham is above the potato salad. No matter what, it has to be above the potato salad. Only ingredient between the ham and the tomato is lettuce. The cheese touches the bun. Neither the ham nor the lettuce is the very middle layer. That makes the lettuce the middle layer. Then the ham's the middle layer. The ham only has to go above the potato salad. It doesn't say directly above. The only ingredient between ham and tomato is lettuce. And the ham nor lettuce is very middle. Ham is above potato salad. And the cheese is touching the bun.
This one's as good as solved.
Yippee!
I knew it!
Thanks for the help there. And as your reward, here's the sandwich.
Oh, wow. This sandwich is out of this world. Who would have thought potato salad and sandwich could be so delicious? And the crusty bread's just a perfect match for the tomato and cheese. I love it. You don't love it more than my cucumber sandwiches, do you?
Uh-oh. Did that last bite get caught in your throat? Don't eat so fast. Girl, cucumber sandwiches ain't shit. I don't even eat cucumbers. Alright, I gotta go meet Shipley at the restaurant, so I gotta go this way. Hold on, let me stop in Granny Rilton, see if I missed anything.
So don't you...
Never mind, I'm him. I don't know why Beasley randomly just has a voice line.
Oh, hello again, you two. Are you enjoying a visit to the big city?
My visit here, I'll have you know I was born in this city.
Sure you were, whatever you say.
What about yourself? Were you born in the city as well?
Me? Oh no, I was born and raised in Cardiff. I spent most of my life there as well. Not so long ago, I found myself in some rather unusual circumstances and ended up moving to London. It's like the movie, really, a sweeping epic adventure where I'm the star. And speaking of movies, have you heard this one?
Alright, lady, what you got for me? 6 moviegoers need to be seated in the theater shop. I refuse to sit next to, behind, or in front of C. I can't stand the front row. Alright, B has to be in the back. I don't like the left or right seats. C has to be in the middle somewhere. A has to be diagonal from this fucker. I hate the back row and the left side, so you have to go there. I prefer being on the right side. B can realistically be anywhere in the back. Anything but the front or left seats. Well, that causes an issue now, doesn't it? Alright, let's color code. Let's color code. Restart. Color code. A is going to be black. B is going to be red. C is going to be blue. D is green. E is that. F is that. A, I'm not going to do yet. B needs to be in one of these 3 seats. C needs to be in one of the middle seats. D, hate the back row and the left side. So D has to be in one of these 2 seats. E, I prefer being on the right. E can be in one of these 2. F can be in the wonk, 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 wonk. Okay. Goddamn, I'm not smart enough for this game. It's a puzzle game, Will. The only spot where B doesn't overlap with anyone is here. But he might overlap with A there. Hold on. He may overlap with A. A is the wild card here, essentially. So let's try figuring out. Let's do this real quick. B goes there. We'll throw F right here. With C right there. E right there. E can't go there. Hold on. E right there. And D right there. Can C go here? No, C has to be... E is orange, so let's switch these 2 up real quick. D. I hate back row and left side, so D can go there. C is I don't like left or right, so C's got to go there. F. Are you able to go here? F, yes. A can go there. Yep. I think this is it. I think this satisfies everything. So B is in the back row. C is in the middle. D, he's not in the back or the left side. E is on the right. F is not in the front or the left seat. And A is not... Okay, that's good. Let's go.
Here's my answer.
Also, Will, technically a lot of this is not necessarily being smart. It's just being able to work your way through a problem. The only 2 options for C in the middle row when you got the request, the only arrangement make everyone happy.
Yes, that's the answer. All right. Enjoy the rest of your time in London, visitors.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm from London.
Whatever you say, little fellow. Enjoy your time in the big city.
I give up.
Ooh, delivery request. Hold on. I don't know why we're delivering her a package. She's a bitch. Holy shit. Alright, so you're going here. Let's start it immediately and see where this goes. So if we want to put this here, let's see how that happens. Nope. Try that. No, that don't work. Huh. This is awkward. Oh, hold on. Now, if I do this, will he bounce off of that? Okay. He doesn't make it up to there. Oh, is that it? Easy, chat.
What a wonderful scent. This is absolutely spot on, my feathered friend. Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful.
Well, well, so you can talk too. What a remarkable bird. Hoo-hoo.
Hello.
Yippee. I don't like that lady. She's a bitch. I just remembered something.
What's that, Professor?
We've neglected to explain the situation to Flora. You're right, it completely slipped my mind.
No worries, I'm just happy to be along for the ride, and not, left behind as usual.
Be that as it may, I think an explanation is in order. Let's stop by the hotel for a quick chat.
Okay, Professor.
I swear to God, if they leave her in the hotel, I'm gonna cry.
Ding, 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 who's that adorable girl you're with?
Oh, you mean Flora?
Ding, ding, that's correct, she sure has a pretty name. You've got to introduce her to me. Who's this? Hi there, are you one of Luke's friends? It's nice to meet you. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, Luke and I go way back. We're old pals. Anyway, you have yourself a lovely day, Flora.
Funny. I didn't realize you thought so much of me, Max. Hey, quit poking me. I have to at least look like I'm working.
Oh, hello, are you from out of town?
I suppose you could say that. We're here on an investigation.
Yes, and all this walking we've been doing is really starting to catch up with me. Tired, huh? Well, you know what always perks me up? A nice chunk of chocolate. I actually got some in my pocket. Would you like a piece?
Like one? I'd love one.
Oh my, I may have spoken too soon. This chocolate's got a hole in it. Now how am I going to divide it? Do you mind if I have a look at it? I think I can help.
What do you mean it's got a hole in it? Wait, what? There's a 5mm hole in the bar, 1 centimeter. Oh, right here. Any piece that has that hole cannot be included. So it's a 5x10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Realistically, that hole can't exist. So it's 1, 2, it's 9, isn't it? How many more? 8. 1, 2, 3, no. Can't use anything because that would have a part of the hole. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless there's a way to do it otherwise. So it's 5x10. More 5. It's 7. It's just 7. I feel like I'm overthinking this.
Here goes nothing.
What?
I got it wrong? Really?
How? Break up the remaining. If you make each piece setting on the first piece, you'll end up with 9 more pieces. Yeah. Break the remaining chocolate. You'll end up with 2 pieces on the left side with the pieces a hole in them. So that's 9 minus 2, right? 7. You can try looking. You don't have to break off all the remaining pieces in the same way as the first one. Try breaking them off horizontally from the left side of the chocolate bar. One, 2,
3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you split it in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9. No, that's not correct, because then it's not 5. This is a 4. And this is a 5, because this is 1 inch off. I'm an idiot! Hold up. I get it. So let's see. We split it right down the center here. This is still 4 inches. This is 5 inches still. So split it into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean. Can't use this piece, so that's 4. And then it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 8. Is it just 8? Is it fucking 8? Was I off by 1?
Does this sound right?
God damn it.
I don't want to brag, but that was pretty great.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Give me the piece with the hole in it.
Yay, now everyone can have a bite. Here you go, you two. Thank you very much.
It's delicious. Where's a glass of milk when I need one?
Oh god, not another bird. Give me a second. I got a bird up. Oh my. I'm launching this motherfucker. Nope. Never mind. Still launching this motherfucker. Interesting. How does this help us? Technically, I can get him to stop earlier. That doesn't help. I can't get him to stop earlier, because this is not... I see. Well, in theory, I can do this instead. What? Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oopsies. Alright, so back to the original plan. Why does that work? Trying to think. As far as I can tell, if he's gonna go the way that he's going, there's no, like, easy way to get him anywhere. See, that just knocks him down. That doesn't help. Wait, the conundrum. And what was the issue with this again? I think he just bonks off of this. For some reason, yeah, he just fucking bonks off of that. That doesn't work. This is awkward, but let's see how this works. It does. Oh, okay. Now hold on. Perfect. Okay. Neat. I don't care about the pair conversations. We're gonna leave Flora in the hotel, aren't we? Hi, Becky.
I'm sorry, but only registered guests are permitted to enter that area. My name's Flora. I'm a guest of the professors and Luke's. Well, sort of. Actually, what really happened is I followed them here because they ran off without me. They're always doing that, and to be honest, it really hurts my feelings, and... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up your time chattering so much.
Flora, what on earth are you going on about?
Don't mind her, Becky. Flora can be a bit awkward around new people.
Oh, I would never pry into a guest's personal affairs. That's against hotel policy. I'll be off now. Have yourselves a pleasant day.
I hope Becky doesn't look down on us for running out on Flora.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't fucking run out on her. It's rude.
What a charming room.
I'm glad you like it, Flora. We'll be sure to get you one of your very own later.
Oh, no need for that. I'm just happy to stay in this one with you two. We'll just put up a screen. Luke, you're the smallest, so you can sleep in that chair there. Then I can take one of the beds and the professor can take the other bed.
That's ridiculous. I'm way too big to fold myself into a chair.
We can discuss this issue more later. For now, let's try to bring you up to speed, Flora.
Alright, so what's the skinny?
Right now, we're in a town that looks very much like London, but is fundamentally different. Make no mistake, the city is a far more dangerous place than our London.
How so? Well, he's trying to say is that we've traveled through time. This London is 10 years in the future. What?
We're currently working with a young man who identifies himself as Luke. According to him, in the 10 years between his time and ours, I became a rather unsavory individual. And here in the future, I rule over the city with an iron fist. This young man is working with us to try and stop my evil future self.
Wow, that's an awfully complicated story.
Did you follow all of it? Yes, I think so.
Can you imagine the professor as a crime boss? This is something I've just got to see. Oh, I just thought of something.
What's up?
If both you and the professor have counterparts here, I should have too, right?
Sure, I don't see why not.
But you haven't seen future Flora here?
Nope, not yet anyway.
But didn't it strike you as strange that you hadn't seen me?
We've had a lot going on since we came here, and we haven't really had much time. Man, guys, come on, guys.
I guess I just thought the two of you would have been more concerned about my well-being in the future.
There, dear, don't get upset now. What do you say we brighten up those spirits with a trip to one of the best restaurants in the city?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Let's go.
Ooh, nice save, Professor. God, it upsets me terribly that they're just treating poor Why are you here? Dean Delmona?
Oh, fancy seeing you here, Herschel. Have you been well?
Yes, thank you. You're looking quite well yourself, spry even.
Oh, heavens, this old man's growing older by the day. One look at my head of white hair would tell you that.
Yes, I thought something was different about you.
Some people say silver hair makes a man look distinguished, but I was partial to my brown hair. You know, Herschel, London's full of people quick to silly a name, but I don't believe for one of them.
That was quite a shock, Professor. We saw the Dean only hours ago, yet he's aged a full 10 years. Yes, time certainly appears to have left its mark on the Dean.
Is something the matter?
Not at all. I just need a moment to think. Let's be on our way. Goon! I'm gooning! Puzzles are the only way to pass the time during the snooze-worthy shift. See if you can wrap your brain around this head scratch I cooked up. Dude, my jaw hurts. 5 numerical stamps shown below design to fill the 4 blank squares and complete the equation. Only 1 digit can be used in each square. Your test is to make a valid equation using the fewest numbers of stamps to fill all 4 blank squares. Pick up the stamps by checking the boxes below them, then tack to me. I don't have to... Hold up. Is this a 2? This is a 2. Because when printed down, it'll be 4, which upside down is a... That is properly a 4.
When stamped, this is a 5. Which upside down, that's a fucking 2. That's a 2. This is a 2. 4, 3. When stamped, it's like this. So this is a 9. And the 7 when stamped is like that, so it's a 7. So 3 plus 4. It's quite literally just these.
Here's my answer.
Huh? 3 plus 4 is 7, and plus
Back to the drawing board.
2 is 9. Two plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7.
Here's my answer.
No?
Let me think this through again.
3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. Oh my fucking god, I had the 9 right.
Here's my answer.
Look at me overthinking shit again.
Layton's apprentice.
That's not a 6. Ah, you solved it. Great, now am I supposed to get through another boring day on the job? Boring? Don't you work for a crime syndicate? If your job's boring, you're doing it wrong. Gee, I must be hearing things, because I could have sworn you just told me how to do my job. Oh, no, I didn't mean anything bad. Just ignore me. Ooh, you got a puzzle for me, Chef. Welcome to London's most delicious destination. I hope you brought your appetites. Not to mention your thinking caps. I've heard you have a real knack for solving puzzles. I suppose you could say that. Why do you bring it up, sir? I see. I ordered a few number plates for the use in the back, but the company made a mistake. Alright, what do we got? Mispainted plates. Number plates you ordered have finally arrived, but wait a second, number backwards by mistake. You'd like to use them to fish to save time, the manufacturer would like you to make do with the plates that you can use as is and only send back the ones that must be fixed. Alright. 0 and 1 you don't gotta fix. If you flip you upside down, you're 5 and you're 2. 3 is fine. At 4 you can rotate. 6 and 9. 7. Wait, you can just use all of them, can't you? 0 and 1. You can be used as the 5. And you can be used as the 2. Flip you upside down. No, actually. Just flipping you upside down is like this. And flipping you upside down is like... that, which is not a 9. So it's just those two, actually.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Everything else you can use via rotation.
Just as I suspected.
Yep, everything else is good. Yippee. It looks like I asked the right man for help. Thank you, sir. I won't forget this. Believe me, there will be more than a little extra gravy on the next pie you order here. Milk bottle! Hold on, I gotta add the milk bottle. Coffee... Oh, I still don't have the other person. Milk. Alright, Parrot, what do we got? Gotta bring your tomato.
Oh, dear lord. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna start simple. Does that reach? Yeah, it bounces off. That don't work. What if I do this? Where does he go? I am actually a tad bit lost on this one. I will not lie. Alright. I'm not interested in doing this right now. We'll continue on with my story. Greetings, Shipley. Excellent timing, Professor. I just received a message for you from Luke. We'd like you to go to the observatory in the park north of here. See that you're not followed. This park is the one on the road that joins Flatstone Street with Midland Road, correct? That's the one. Luke will be there waiting for you. Why do we need to make sure we're not being followed? Sounds like someone out there may be monitoring our movements. Flora, are you paying attention to what's being said? This is very important. Of course I'm listening. Moving around in a group of 3 will make us more conspicuous. I know you don't want to be left alone, but I think it would be best if you waited for us at the hotel. As soon as we're done talking with the other Luke, we'll come get you. No, I'm coming with you. Now, Flora. Oh, come on, Professor, let her come along. We'll do our best to be stealthy on our way to the park. I don't know about this. It'll be fine. Besides, it might be more dangerous to leave Flora all by herself. I suppose you might have a point. Where we're heading could lead us into some very dangerous situations. Are you sure you want to come along with us? Of course I do. I'm not scared. Well, that settles it. Let's get moving. Sorry, Luke, but we've got no choice but to put our dinner plans on hold again. I understand, Professor. No one wants to eat more than I do, but we shouldn't keep Luke waiting. Well then, what are we waiting for? Off we go. Yippee! I'm gonna go this way. Tell me why you're yelling at this man. You there with the shitty expression. Look me in the eyes when I talk to you. I'm reading here. Why don't you buzz off? Listen, hooligan, I'm acting under the authority of Scotland Yard. I demand you comply with my investigation. Scotland Yard? Pfft, big deal. It's been years since the police had any power in this town. No power, you say? You do well to take a close look at the fellow before you. There's this very sight of these fists sends thugs running for the hills. Whoa there, buddy. Settle down. Somebody help me. This weirdo's getting too close for comfort. Inspector, calm yourself. Luke, not now. I'm putting the screws to this dubious fellow here. Inspector, please. I can vouch for this man. He's an ordinary citizen. Oh, so he's a friend of yours, Layton? You should have said so earlier. You're off the hook, newspaper boy. But listen well, because I'll say this only once. Thanks, I'm listening. The soul of Scotland Yard and what it stands for is immortal, even in this corrupt pit of depravity like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got an investigation to attend to. Good day, Layton. Whew. Thanks for saving me from that loon. What's all that gibberish about Scotland Yard? Oh, the inspector doesn't mean any harm. He just tends to get a little worked up. I was really hoping to see him harassing someone else. We still have nothing new. Anyways, back over. Have anything new? Nope. Puzzle. I can't seem to open the door to the observatory. Is that so? It appears that a puzzle is locking this door. Huh, I guess you're right. Worry not, Luke. I'll solve this puzzle and have us through the door before you know it. Gravity maze. Oh dear lord. That is not the way I was expecting that to turn. That was easy as shit.
Let's see if I've got this right. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Your master can solve the puzzle in 5 moves. I did it in 5. I am him. That did it, Luke. The lock is disabled.
And the door is open.
Don't lean too far over, you could fall. I don't care. The people down there look like ants from up here.
Wow, wow, what a view. Look at all those funny buildings.
The view from high places always reminds me of home. It's been a while since we've been there, huh?
Thank you for meeting me here. I know it's a bit out of the way. I wanted to make sure you weren't followed, and this place afforded me the best view to do that. Have you made any progress in your investigation?
We've encountered some unexpected turns, but on the whole, it's going well.
I can't believe I'm meeting Luke from the future.
Eh?
Oh, Flora, it's you. I didn't recognize you there for a moment. You'll have to excuse me, this is all a bit unexpected. It's nice to know that some things never change. I see you're still easily flustered, Hee. You're one to talk. As I recall, you're pretty easily flustered yourself. But it's good to see you, you look well.
Yes, Flora would be one of the unexpected turns in question. Inspector Chelney and Barton are here as well.
Well, I'm not too surprised by the inspector's arrival. That man lives for police work.
Are you saying you expected him to tail us back here?
Expected? No. But I acknowledged it as a possibility. Enough chatter for now. We need to discuss how we're going to get into Chinatown. We haven't a chance of getting through unless we get those guards to leave the gate.
And you found a way to lure them away, haven't you?
Yes, see, the guards don't hang around that area all the time. They only man their positions when Layton tells them to.
In other words, my future self has some reason to post watchmen in that area.
I confess that could be my fault. I've been doing a lot of reconnaissance in the area and may have been spotted. Anyway, the crucial point to take away is that the guards will leave their posts if the boss says to.
I understand, but how do we get my future self to issue that order?
Luckily, Layton almost never interacts directly with his low-level grunts. Instead, he has his lieutenant, Bostro, give out the orders. I'm sure you remember him. He was that giant thug giving orders at the casino.
Ah, yes, I know who you're talking about.
If the thugs by the gate hear Bostro tell them to get lost, I'm sure they'll abandon their posts. Then all we need to do is record Bostro's voice and play it back for the guards. Well done, little Luke. But have you figured out how to reproduce Bostro's voice? I seem to remember you're picking up a new friend near the river who boasts impressive vocal talents. Of course! Paul! We can get him to mimic Bostro's voice! That's the idea, but how do we get Paul to learn how to say get lost in Bostro's voice?
That could prove quite difficult.
Nah, get lost is something of a catchphrase for Bostro. He's always yelling it. I spent quite a few afternoons spying on the man. He uses it at least a dozen times a day. That's not a very nice thing to say. Well, he's not a very nice fellow, as you may have noticed. That catchphrase is our ticket into Chinatown. We should start looking for him immediately. Alright. Bostro's likely somewhere in the vicinity of the casino. Heading back to that area is a dangerous move, but we should start our search for him there. Chapter 7. Chinatown. Woo. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this chapter tonight. It's already 9:30. We'll see what's up. But I have to go to the casino. Wait, hold on. I didn't re-talk to that guy. You aren't going to say anything different. You say the same exact shit every time. You're an irrelevant character. But do you have something new? You do! Good thing I didn't leave you. I don't remember your voice. There's no crime to be organized in a peaceful park like this. How terribly boring. If things are too slow for you here, why not move to some place more, exciting? Yeah. Well, if I could, boy, but I can't very well leave my post here. In that case, why not use your time here to do something productive? Well, I often make up puzzles when I have some time for myself. Here, I'll share one with you. Leapfrogs. 4 frogs are sitting atop logs in a bog. Leap them around so each frog's color matches the ribbon tied to its post. Here are the rules you need to follow. You can hop to any empty adjacent log. If there's an empty log 1 frog over, you can leap 1 frog over to get there. Can't leap 2 frogs at the same time. Alright, green is now where he needs to be. Get you over there. Right? Right. Get you out of the way. Alright, I did it in 14. Let's see if it tells me how many you can actually do it in.
I knew it!
Only 8! No, I did not do that correctly then. Yeah. That's some brain you got that, boy. I like you, so I'm gonna give you some advice that might just save your hide someday. Stay away from the family. I'm a nice guy, but I can't say the same for the men I work with. Stay out of our way, and you've got nothing to worry about. Silky's coffee? Alright, don't worry about that later. I don't want to deal with the fucking parrot right now. Look, there's Bostro! Yes, I'd recognize that white pinstripe suit anywhere. Quick, everyone, hide!
You're supposed to be on guard duty, you clown. Stop goofing off.
Oh, I wasn't goofing off, Bostro. I was just...
Ah, you know the only thing I hate more than a loafer is a loafer who makes excuses.
But...
There ain't no buts about it. That attitude's what keeps you a grunt here in this organization. You know what? You're finished here. The family doesn't need clowns like you. Get lost, you clown.
Oh, come on, Bostro. Don't kick me out. Where will I go? There, did you hear that? Yes, I heard get lost loud and clear. What about Paul? Did he manage to pick it up? Did you hear what the big man said, Paul?
Get lost.
It's uncanny how much he sounds like Bostro. Oh god, I'm getting burpy. I might have to call it for tonight. Because my vocal talents are beginning to fade. A performance like that is sure to fool those 2 guards at the gate. Let's head to Chinatown. Well, let me at least get to Chinatown. Like, come on. You know the statue here, Luke? Oh, the one with the man that looks like the professor? Sure. Seeing it got me kind of thinking about, the future. And one thing that occurred to me is that you know how everything's going to turn out, don't you? I mean, you're me, so you already went through this scenario 10 years ago, right? Well, in a way, yes. But I can't tell you what's going to happen from here on out. You see, if you hadn't that knowledge, it could alter the course of history. Some of the things that are supposed to happen might not happen at all. Time travel has changed the way events unfold here, and look at the mess it's made. We would not add to that chaos, would we? I guess I never thought about it that way. What's more, knowing about your future self could actually change who you become. And just to complicate things further, it's probably worth noting that technically you aren't me. I'm not? Then who am I? That's a tough question. Our meeting has changed much for both of us. Only the past is certain. Therefore, I was you in the past, but you may not be me in the future. You follow? I think I do. But time travel sure is complicated. Yes, sir, Luke. It's a very complicated thing. I don't care about you. Yay, Layton has a new puzzle.
All men face trials in life, but it's the real man who persevere in spite of them. When a tragedy rears its ugly head, a real man knows how to deal with it gracefully. It's a puzzle to prepare you for the day when you must deal with your own hardships.
Four siblings inherited a large plot of land. They each built a house in their favorite spot without thinking how to divide up the rest. They've decided the fair solution is split up land into 4 equally shaped 6 square portions that include each house. Also, each portion must touch but not include the well in the center. Based on their decision, which siblings properly will include the star. 6 square, right? If it's rectangle, it doesn't work. It immediately does not work. So let's say they do a shape like this. That's 6 square. That doesn't work. Can they do it like this? No. How in the fuck?
Equally shaped 6 square portions. Not including the well. How? A T, perchance? A T. You can't be in a T if he's in a T that way. Six. That's... five, six. Right? We do it like that? No, that still doesn't work. No, that ain't gonna work either. That also isn't gonna work. Dude, this is fucking with me. I already don't know. That's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not. 6. 6, right? See, but that doesn't work there. Okay. Six, right? 6. Okay. 6. But they can't be at the well. No, that doesn't work either. I'm at a loss here. No fortune anywhere within each sibling's property. Each portion is shaped like a T. What the fuck do you... How does A get the T shape? If B is T, U... This doesn't work. So if you are T like that, right? No. Wait. I don't fucking I don't see how it's T-shaped. Not B or C. Thanks. How are you T-shaped? What? It's not B or C. The only T shape that can still have something in it is fucking D.
That should do the trick.
I don't understand this one at all. What?
What do you mean?
My logic was sound.
How is it A? How in the fuck is it A?
Let's see if I've got this right. Well, that's settled.
That's fucking 7. That is 7 plots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. I can't fucking count.
Splendid work. It just goes to show you that analytical thinking is the key to impressing people.
Oh, I'm so bored. So very, very bored.
Same old story, eh?
Can you blame me? Life's not exactly a rosy rosebud, and I don't have anyone to talk to. Hey, being bored is better than being sad, right?
I guess so. You know, if you want someone to talk to, I'd be happy to listen.
That's nice of you. I bet you're gonna grow up to be a nice guy. Thanks for the offer, little man. I already feel better as thanks. How about I share one of my awesome puzzles with you?
Please do. I love a good puzzle.
Okay, see, I'm a pretty good digger. It's what I do. I thought of this one while I was at work one day.
Tunnel layout. Arrange the tunnel segments to create a tunnel that leads from the entrance to the exit. Okay. Green segments are already finished, so you can't change them. You need to use every segment to complete the tunnel. Oh, I can rotate. I didn't realize that. This really doesn't seem that bad. I'm gonna be real. It's a lot of curves, but it really doesn't seem that bad. Done. Easy peasy.
This one's as good as solved. I knew it!
Good work. Ooh, that was a difficult project? Not really.
You're a smart little man, aren't you? You come back and see me again sometime, okay?
I got a boy sticker. I don't know what that means. Oh, you know what? The traveler probably wants the tea. No, but just... Does that boy want the tea?
I did it!
Sure. Rainy Day Cafe. I work in a little cafe. One day the woman in charge stepped out, leaving me to run the shop. Before stepping out the door, the woman said to me, "I'm relying on you today. I'll be back as soon as I can." After the woman left, I noticed that a raincoat had been left behind on the counter. Oh no, the woman must have forgotten this, I thought to myself. And come to think of it, I don't even know where the woman went. A little while later, a man arrived, the first customer of the day. "The rain is terrible. I'll have a coffee, please. Really hot one," customer said, taking a window seat. I looked outside and saw that it had indeed started raining. The door flew open once again, and I could hear the sound of the rain on the pavement as the next customer came in. Gosh, it's just like they forecasted. The rain has chilled me to the bone. I'll have a tea, please, but don't steep it for too long. The boy took a seat in the corner table. Since the woman in charge was gone, I had to make a coffee for the customer by the window. I also had to make the tea that the other customer had ordered. However, I ran into a snag when I realized the milk bottle was gone. The door opened again, and someone stepped inside. Thank heavens, that must be the woman, I said, but when I turned around, I saw that it was actually a traveler. This customer sat down by the counter. "Eesh, I'm tired, but look at this mushroom I found in the forest. Was I lucky or what? Oh, right, my order. I'll have a cocoa, please." The traveler leaned over and put the mushroom on the counter and said, "It's a beauty." "It is, but I have to apologize because I can't make you a cocoa. The milk bottle is gone, you see," I said, deciding I had to be honest. Overhearing my apology, the mustache man sitting by the window said, "I don't like my coffee black. One really needs to tip the milk bottle to make it palatable." The boy in the corner piped up as well. "Hot tea's best friend is the milk bottle." Then the traveler by the counter chimed in. "This is unbelievable. I came all the way here just to enjoy a cocoa." The traveler by the counter's glass began to fog up with anger. I was getting very flustered. Just then the door opened again, and in stepped the woman. "Lots of customers today. I'm glad you all came in here out of the rain." I was so relieved to see the woman's pointy hat. "I can't find the milk bottle. I looked everywhere," I said, causing the woman's eyes to grow as big as saucers. "What are you talking about? Didn't you hear me when I told you I was stepping out to grab another milk bottle?" The old dear really was steamed, but she wasted no time making everyone fresh, hot drinks and mushroom pie. Customers were all delighted, and I cheered up as well. Doesn't the story make you want to visit a cafe on a rainy day? Yeah, that'd be epic. I'm gonna go to a cafe on a rainy day. I have 2 things for this one. I'm not gonna start doing that then. Thank God you don't have anything for me. Today's the big day. That is, I'm making a business proposition.
Wow, that's exciting. Yes, at last, Belle, the radiant goddess that she is, will know my heart's deepest secrets, and that is to start a clothing line with her. You see, though I am a stylish gentleman, one might argue the stylish knows put their finger on the pulse of fashion like teenage girls. What's more, every genius needs a muse, and that's where Belle enters the picture. Good luck with that.
Salutations, my amigo. I'm afraid I'm a bit lost. Hello there, Pavel. Fancy meeting you here. Where are you trying to get to this time?
I read a magnifique article about the great underground caverns of El Mundo and came to see them.
Ah, yes. One school of thought posits that these caverns exist throughout the entire world.
Hi, exactamente. I was on my way to discover the subterranean ruins of Rome when I got lost.
Wait, you were heading to Rome and you ended up here?
Ja, the road of a traveler is long and winding, but this time I'm sure I'll reach my destination. But seeing as how we bumped into each other like this, how about a puzzle for El Camino?
Lunar leapfrogs. Oh god, we're doing the leapfrogs again? It's the same thing. We want yellow first. And red in theory, so let's throw red over here. Oh, I fucked up. Oh. Oops. Definitely more moves than I need. Let's see what the lowest is. I did it in 21.
How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
It doesn't even say for this one. Rude.
Magnifique. Magnifique. With that solved, I'm ready to return to my travels. Good day. And happy travels wherever you go.
I've never seen anyone as good at getting lost as you. How did you even make it here to begin with? Sick new toy car.
Just which way must I venture to get to Rome?
Fucking bizarre ass person.
Oi!
Yeah, I know. Good. I still have no missing puzzles. That will probably not remain by the end of the game.
Alright, Luke. This is our chance. Oh, I'm so nervous. Just relax. We'll stay back here out of sight and let Paul work his magic.
Ugh, this post is such a drag. I can't wait to punch out and grab a hot meal.
Sounds good, but I wouldn't give for a piping hot meat pie with some mushroom gravy right now. We've got better not let boss hear us talking to it on the job or he'll tan our hides.
Seems like all that group does is watch us to see if we mess up. Talk about a terrible boss.
Alright, do your thing, Paul. Doing my thing. Doing my thing.
I can't even remember the fucking bird's voice.
Psst. Paul, you're on.
Get lost, you clown!
Did you hear Bostro? Yeah, he told me to get lost, or was he talking to you?
Maybe he meant both of us.
I think you're right. Aye, Bostro, you don't got to tell us twice, we'll get lost immediately. Way to go, Paul. Excellent. I think we can finally get into Chinatown now. And it's all thanks to our pal Paul.
Get lost! Get lost, you clown!
You can stop saying that now, Paul.
Drink.
What's this device that's stuck to the door? Oh no. That's a puzzle counter. Oh no? Why oh no?
These things measure how many puzzles you solved. It won't open for anyone who's solved fewer than the required number of puzzles. Here, take a look at the display on the front of the machine. It says 50. Hopefully you've got 50 puzzles under your belt. I don't know, but I'm anxious to try the machine. The future is just so full of many neat gizmos. Puzzle count confirmed. Access granted. Whew, I was worried there for a second, but it looks like we can go through now. Yay! We're just walking through the fucking front door.
Just down this road is your future self. Do you find it at all unnerving?
It's quite a peculiar sensation, I must admit. Yes, quite.
I still can't believe there's another Professor Layton running around.
I assure you, the man is real. You'll see soon enough.
Will, are you still here? I doubt you are, but Will, are you still here? I should have mentioned this before. I forgot. Oh well. Alright, let's start looking around. Now, this must be Azure Avenue. It looks nice and quiet. I don't know where you got that information from. Chinatown gets beautifully intricate in its construction. I just love all these jumbled up buildings. They're so charming. Even the streetlights are neat looking in this part of town. So this is Scarlet Street. It looks like a lively area. Hello there, this is Chinatown. Listen to yourself, young man. Like all sentient beings, I exist everywhere and nowhere. Well, that's very nice. Now, if what you really wanted to ask me was where our physical bodies are located, I'll tell you. This is indeed Chinatown. You can find exotic goods and rare wonders from all over the world. These things don't interest me. Material objects are mere dust. Flecks on the universe's canvas. Something tells me I picked the wrong person to ask for directions. You've only just started to make your way in the world, young one. Few, many of life's greatest puzzles remain unsolved. For example, this one. One of these people broke the window. When asked about it, they gave their following statements in order, starting with A. I didn't do it. A is telling the truth. D is lying. I swear it wasn't me. Who is the culprit? Okay. If A is true and A didn't do it, A is telling the truth. That checks out. D is lying. I swear it wasn't me. So it would have been you. Let's assume... Wait, what? Hold on. If A is true, B also is true, C would be true if D was the liar, right? If B is the liar, A would be the one who would have done it. But those cancel out because of the rest of the statements. C is the one lying. D is lying. D is telling the truth. It wasn't me. A is telling the truth. I didn't do it. I think it's quite literally D.
How about this?
What?
I don't know what to say.
Oh. I missed the part where the statements were given order. It's C.
This one's as good as solved.
I completely missed the part where
No puzzle can stop
they weren't
Layton's
given an
apprentice.
order, or they were given an order. Sees the culprit said D was lying before D had even spoken. Yes, that's it. Speak the answers to your own questions. That is the root of individuality. Only by doing this will you find the true value to be had in the infinite moment we call the present. Thanks for the compliment. I have to go now. Goodbye.
Hey, good day, whippersnappers. Tell me, have you ever stopped to admire this marvelous gate? This magnificent structure was constructed to welcome a lucky spirit into the vicinity.
It is a breathtaking piece of art, isn't it? Tell me, sir, are you familiar with this part of town?
You mean Chinatown? I suppose some might say that I'm familiar with the area. As you might expect from the name, this area has many restaurants and shops selling goods from Asia. One thing most folks don't know is that despite its appearance, the buildings here aren't that old.
I've also heard that the family's headquarters are in this area.
Whoa there, my friend, keep your voice down. That fact might be common knowledge, it's not the kind of thing one talks about in public.
I think what the professor wants to know is if you can tell us how to get there.
Ooh, you're a straight shooter, aren't you, boy? I admire that. Tell you what I'm gonna do. If you solve my puzzle, I'll point out the family's headquarters to you.
Which finger? When counting on his fingers, this eccentric man counts from 1 to 5. He returns to his thumb and continues counting in the same order, starting at 6. If he continues counting this way, which finger would he land on when he gets to 763? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's this one. It's whatever the third finger is.
Let's see if I've got this right. Well, that's settled.
Right, you land on this finger no matter how I count the finger. Yep.
Ooh, you made short work of that puzzle, so here's your prize. See that tall building?
The one in the distance.
That's the one. It's called the Towering Pagoda. It's the family's base of operations. The person in charge of the place is said to be more monster than man, and he wears a hat like yours. But enough of that unpleasant topic. Have an enjoyable stay in Chinatown. Good day.
What if I want to go down the side street? Banana! Look at that! There's another banana peel lying on the ground. Someone around here has a taste for bananas and an aversion to cleaning. Not to worry, Professor, I'll clean it up. Not so fast, Luke. What is it, Professor? I've just thought of another banana puzzle. I want to go here, which means I need to get to here, which means I need to get to here. Which, can I do that? No. I can't. So if I hit this one, I go this way. I hit here. I would be stuck to go. Huh. Yeah, and that just sends you out. Never mind, I figured it out. We're good. We're good. I figured it out. We gooch.
Here's my answer. I knew it!
Slick, sweet and delicious. Most people use in common most popular caffeinated bananas raw right after peeling them. However, in the tropics, where most of the world bananas are produced, there are many less sweet varieties that are often used in cooking. Whoever left this peel here could stand to learn a few manners. I'm glad we found it before someone took a spill on it. Oh. Alright, hold up. It is... Oh. Not a puzzle. I was hoping for a coin. Oh, a hidden puzzle. This will be my last puzzle for tonight, because it is about to be 10. Math equation below is written in matchsticks. Red Roman numerals 1 plus 11 equals 10 to make this valid equation. What is the fewest number of matches you need to move? One plus 10 equals 11. 1.
This one's as good as solved.
The only thing lower than 1 is 0.
Think this through again.
Wait, literally the only thing less than 1 is 0, so...
Here's my answer.
How is it 0? What is the fucking... If our 0 matches is correct. Look at the equation upside down. It becomes 9 plus... Or 10 plus... 10 equals 9 plus 1. Oh! Stupid ass. Another puzzle solved. Bring up real gems in a shop like this. But then the sword goes lonely or fuel. Trash can technology hasn't changed much. Alright, like I said, I can't finish out this chapter tonight. It is what it is. I do have to save here. And call it a day. Man, I'm enjoying my Layton time. I love my Professor Layton. So, again, realizing how much time that this session took me and I only got through 2 chapters, I don't think I can finish this game. Unless I guess it's 10. I don't know. We'll see. I was going to say I don't know if I can finish the game before the end of the week, but we'll see what happens. I will probably be playing it again tomorrow, I'm going to be real. Just make it an easy week, just Layton streams all week. And then next week we'll go back to regular streaming type shit. I think that'll be good. Just a nice filler week for people who don't really care about Layton, and then for me who loves Layton, it's just a time to sit down and play some more Layton. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Again, just to remind everyone, Friday, Saturday, I'm not streaming this week. Or most likely not. There's a very, very slim chance that I could, but it's most likely not happening. But with all that being said, I do want to thank everybody for joining if you did. I do appreciate everybody stopping by if you stopping by, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.